All right, we have the ethics committee. What? Season greetings. All right, the ethics committee. We have a bunch of witnesses, and I think these are just companies that they're trying to get their businesses promoted. So I really don't fault these people's side of it as much as this. In this first speaker, we have this Martin Ritter. He says his name is good. I kind of agree with him. His company isn't the one at fault, but this political.
My name is Martin Perlmutter, and I'm the president and co-founder of Speaker Spotlight. 25 years ago, my wife Farah and I got married, quit our jobs, and started a business together out of a spare bedroom in our apartment. We had no speakers, no clients, no industry contacts or experience, and in fact, we had virtually no business experience of any kind. But we believed that if we built our business on a foundation of trust and integrity, then the strength of our relationships with clients and speakers would ultimately determine our company's success. Over the past 25 years, thanks to a tremendous amount of hard work, some good luck, and the kindness of many people along the way, we've built a company we're extremely proud of. We're still a small business and today have a team of 27 of the most dedicated, hardworking, and caring people I've ever known. We're honored to represent many of the country's leading thinkers, inspiring individuals, and outstanding speakers. Our speakers' experience is as broad as it is deep, and they are all leaders in their respective fields, which include business, politics, sports, media, academia, science, technology, culture, and entertainment. We book these individuals to speak on various topics from leadership and management to strategy and culture, to disruption and innovation, marketing and branding, diversity and inclusion, health and wellness, inspiration, and more. Our clients represent a cross-section of leading corporations, associations, government agencies, colleges and universities, charities, healthcare organizations, school boards, and educational institutions. Our expertise is connecting the right talent with an organization and managing logistical arrangements so everything runs smoothly. A few of our speakers include astronaut Chris Hadfield, Olympian and mental health advocate Clara Hughes, technology entrepreneur Michelle Romano, and CFL icon and humanitarian Michael Pinball Clemens, to name just a few. 9 months ago, when COVID-19 hit, like for so many people and so many businesses, our world changed practically overnight. Our industry, the events industry, along with restaurants and bars and the travel and tourism industries, has been hit particularly hard. In just a few days in mid-March, we saw hundreds of speaking engagements, which were to take place over the next 3 months, normally one of our busiest times of the year, wiped off the calendar. When the dust settled, it became clear that not only spring events were canceled, but we likely wouldn't see any in-person conferences or events for the remainder of the year and beyond. So in the middle of a pandemic, with everyone working from home, we had to completely reimagine and reinvent our business on the fly. And that's what we did. We pivoted to offering virtual speaking engagements to our clients. Needless to say, it was tough going as very few clients were familiar with virtual platforms, and as a result, our business was down significantly. But of course, this is not just our story. This is the story of so many small businesses in Canada and throughout the world. This brings us to the summer when we received and responded to an order from the Ethics Committee to provide records pertaining to a wide range of speaking engagements dating back to 2008. Before I speak to our experience with the committee, I think it is important to make it clear that we have no knowledge pertaining to the operations of We Charity, the Liberal government, or the Canada Student Service Grant Program. Like most Canadians, the first time we heard about the program was in late June or early July when we read about it in media reports. I'd also like to make it clear that neither our company, Speaker Spotlight, nor my wife, Farah, or I personally have any political affiliation. We have never actively been involved with any political organization, and I don't think we've ever even donated to a political party or campaign. In fact, if you look at our roster of political speakers, you'll see we work with people from across the political spectrum, including Rona Ambrose, Preston Manning, John Barrett, and Ambassador Bruce Heyman, to name just a few. Given the scope of the request and the fact that we were given less than 3 business days to provide records dating back 12 years while our entire team was working from home due to the COVID-19 pandemic, it was impossible for us to meet the timelines of the committee. Consequently, we asked for an extension to address the order, which was granted to us. Prior to the new deadline, we were contacted by the clerk of the committee and told not to submit a response due to the prorogation of Parliament. In mid-October, we were once again contacted by the clerk of the committee, and once again, we promptly responded to the clerk's communication and let her know that we would cooperate when called upon. On November 17th, we received an extract from the minutes of proceedings of this committee containing an order for the production of documents. We complied and produced the documents on November 23rd. And yet, We've been the subject of many ridiculous claims and false accusations, which I won't dignify by repeating here. On behalf of my staff, however, I must bring up the fact that for the past 3 months, our company has been the subject of harassment, including personal threats to ourselves and our staff. We have also been the target of a campaign designed to discredit us personally and cause reputational damage to our company. This is all outlined in my November 12th letter to you, Mr. Chairman, which I understand has been distributed to all members of this committee. These events have transpired despite the fact that we have treated this matter extremely seriously and at all times responded to and communicated with the committee following its requests and instructions. We're private citizens and a private company who have been needlessly dragged into the middle of this political firestorm and find ourselves caught in the crossfire. Finally, I wish to remind members of the committee that as holders of public office in these increasingly divisive times, your words and actions have consequences, and that private citizens should not be used as tools to further political ambitions or agendas.
Well, I kind of hear the guy. But, he's just saying he's just trying to run his company. You know, we're not being political, trying not to ruin our company and trying to take down other people, because it's more the liberals who are the ones that fall.
Thank you very much for joining us today. It's a pleasure to see you again, even though it's only in virtual format. Can you tell the committee how long it usually takes your office to compile and release a report on alleged illegal lobbying?
Remarks, and we'll now go to Mr. Barrett.
Well, good morning, and thank you to the witnesses for joining us this morning. Mr. Perlmutter, in your August 31st letter to me, you stated that you're unable to disclose client information outside the order of a committee, and I appreciate that. Did you inquire with clients Margaret or Alexandre Trudeau to request their permission to share information about their speaking engagements outside of an order from committee?
Yes, I did.
And so with that said, are you able to confirm if Ms. Margaret Trudeau was paid to speak at the July 2nd, 2017 Canada Day event in Ottawa?
My understanding is that I'm here to discuss the speaking engagements of Justin Trudeau and Sophie Gregoire Trudeau from, I think, October 2008 to current.
Okay, so you're unable to disclose the information.
Just a moment, Mr. Barrett. Mr. Perlmutter, you do have an obligation before a parliamentary committee to answer the question that's put to you and answer it accurately. Go ahead, Mr. Barrett.
So I'll just ask if the witness is able to confirm if there were fees paid for that event.
Can you repeat the date of the event?
The July 2nd, 2017 Canada Day event in Ottawa.
No, that was not an event that we had organized.
Okay. Are you having had that conversation with those two individuals? Are you able to?
Point of order, Chair. Point of order, Chair. I'm sorry to apologize to Mr. Barrett. I don't mean to disrupt you or interrupt you. Chair, is this question? Does this question fall under the scope of this motion? Because I think we had a long debate on whether or not information pertaining to Madame Margaret Trudeau and Alexandre Trudeau shall be included in the motion. I believe that there was a decision on that by this committee. So I'm just wondering if this falls under the scope of the motion. Thank you, Chair.
Yeah, it doesn't fall directly under the scope of the motion, but it also is not excluded by the motion either. Mr. Dong and members have quite a wide freedom in order to ask questions, and so that's the way that the book says, as well as the way we've governed the committee so far. And so Mr. Barrett is able to ask those questions and should get an answer as well. I stopped the time there for the point of order. Go ahead, Mr. Barrett.
Yeah. So and if the witness is able to answer, I look forward to the answer. And if he's unable for legal or other reasons, then and he states as much, that would be appreciated. So so sir, having had those conversations with those two individuals, are you able to disclose today publicly any other information with respect to speaking engagements by Mr. Alexandre Trudeau or Madame Margaret Trudeau?
No, I'm not able to disclose any other information.
All right. Thank you very much. And Chair, I'd like Mr. Berthold to have the balance of my time.